Hello lovelies, it's another day on Tbsp Delight, and as always we have something new to share. If you've ever had kebab or suya, you would realize that the taste of the kebab is never the same without the perfect Suya Spice. You could use khebab as the base for this recipe, but not everyone has access to khebab. So in this video, I'm going to show you the simplest Suya Spice recipe from scratch, and you'll be amazed at how simple this is. So the next time you have a party or a barbecue, or you just want to make some kebabs and sausages at home, you know you can make your own Suya Spice right at the comfort of your home to your preferred taste, and this will take your meat to another level. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's just a click away. Click on the subscribe button as well as click on the little bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will be instantly notified. And also don't forget to watch until the end, because this is a way of supporting a sister right here. Thanks so much for staying tuned. If you're new on this channel, welcome. This is Tbsp Delight. Let's get into cooking now. For this, you need your roasted peanuts. You can roast it at home or you can get it from the shop. This I roasted and took off the skin myself. You also need your cloves, known as pepre. You need your black pepper corns, known as asoro wisa. This is optional, but if you know me, you know I'm all about flavor, so long as it is healthy. You also need your anise seed, known as nketenkete. You also need your African calabash nutmeg. Bear in mind the nketenkete is also optional, but I love to add it to my Suya Spice. You also need your grains of selim, known as hwentea. You need your salt. I'm using sea salt for this pink salt. You can use granulated salt, but I prefer this as it has a lot more minerals. You also need your stock cube, paprika powder, onion powder, ginger powder. You can adjust it to any quantity you want. Garlic powder. This is optional, but I love garlic if you know me. You also need your dried pepper. Now you can adjust this if you do not want a lot of heat, but make sure not to use too much or else your Suya Spice will be too spicy. The exact quantities of ingredients used will be in the description box, so do well to check it. With the aid of a dry ingredient grinder, coarsely grind your peanut. So this is the consistency you're going for. You don't want it to be too fine. This is because we're going to roast it a bit to extract all the oil from it. So make sure not to make it too fine. Just make it coarse so that you'll be able to extract the oil easily. Transfer it to a lined tray and spread it evenly. Pop it into the oven, and this is done to release any trapped oil, because you do not want any oil in your Suya Spice, okay? To enhance the flavors of the whole dry ingredients, roast it in a skillet for about a minute or two, and the aroma is just heavenly. This is totally optional, but I can attest that doing it this way will enhance the flavors of your Suya Spice. So try not to omit it, okay? Set it aside and check on your peanut to prevent it from burning. Make sure to stir it around for even roasting, okay? Continue by finely grinding your pepper. Set it aside, and once your whole spice is cooler from the grilling, grind it next. Now, if you use whole salt like myself, grind it together with the whole spices, okay? Make sure to grind it to a smooth consistency. After about 25 minutes of roasting, our peanut is looking golden and ready. The whole essence of roasting is for the oil in the peanut to be released easily. This is because we do not want any oil in our Suya Spice. So once it's all golden, transfer it to a clean napkin or towel, preferably a cotton napkin, okay? Fold it as demonstrated on your screen, and with all your strength and all your might, squeeze out all the oil from the peanut. Just as you can see, you need to be very firm about this, okay? Do not relax on it at all. Make sure to squeeze it
very firmly. And yes, if you have help, make sure to use it because we do not need any oil in there. So yes, hubby realized that I was struggling, so he came with his manpower to help me out. So as you can see, he's actually doing a good job here, squeezing all the oil out. We decided to tag team on it as we realized that squeezing it together will be much easier. Teamwork, y'all. Yes, I came in again with my skillet, which is very heavy, to squeeze out the oil because we do not want any oil, okay? So as you can see, the first squeezing is done. You can see all the oil drawn in the napkin. Feel it with your fingers, and if there is still oil in there, which there is, transfer to another clean napkin and continue squeezing until it's totally dry, okay? So just to show you the amount of oil extracted as drawn on the napkin, spread it. And yes, make sure to do this hot, okay? If you let it cool down, you won't be able to squeeze the oil out, so do it hot. At this point, all the oil, or almost all, is actually squeezed from the peanut. Spread it into a plate or a bowl of your choice. Add your seasoning cube and the rest of all the other ingredients, including the one you ground yourself, okay? Mix them together and I can already smell the original Suya Spice. To enhance it even more and to make sure they are thoroughly combined, I'm going to grind it again to make it smoother. At this point, our Suya Spice is just about done, but we want to make sure there is no moisture trap in there and the flavor and aroma is at its peak. Transfer it to an oven dish. You can use the same tray as you used to roast it. It's all down to preference. Take note, we're not going to turn on the oven. It's still warm, so we're going to take advantage of the heat. After 10 minutes, our Suya Spice is ready. But before we do anything with it, we need it to cool down. So spread it out to help aerate your suya. Once it cools down, sieve it to ensure an even finer Suya Spice. I know some people don't mind coarse Suya Spice, but I prefer mine fine, so I'll keep the coarse part for next time I make Suya Spice. To ensure the Suya Spice remains fresh, store it into an airtight container. And the aroma, look at how golden that looks. Oh, you should be here to smell it. It's just amazing. And if you have some kebab or suya ready, bring it over and let me smear some on it. I can't wait to make my next recipe. The good thing about suya is that you can store it for up to 6 months in a freezer. So I'm going to transfer some into a zip bag and keep it in the freezer for very late use. Don't forget to label it as well, okay? I'm so happy with the results.
I told you it's very simple to make, right? If you're constant on this channel, you know I would have tasted it, but who wants to have Suya Spice raw? That's why in my next video, I'm going to make some sumptuous kebabs that will blow you away. If you're new on this channel, again, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button as well as the little bell so that you'll be instantly notified whenever I post a new video. As I always say, I love you all, but God loves you the most. Bye for now.